Hello fire people and welcome to Hot Tea for the Soul. This is a June moon cycle edition. Alright, so moon cycle. We've just come out of a big moon. We just came out of this this big pink moon, and it was with this we're going into our solstice. We're going into like the summer or the winter in the southern hemisphere solstice. So this moon is still big and we're still coming out. So this reading is to go with that. I'm going to break down star signs at the end, so hold in for that. But I'm going to set up a reading for the fire element in general, for fire people. So if you've got strong fire elements in your charts, this is a reading for you. All right, it's going to be a bit of a build-up. So we're going to go through a few elements. I'm going to draw a few cards. I'm going to set up what we got, and let's see where it goes. All right, there we are, already popping out of the deck. Passion. All right, what are your passions? What are we? We're all fired up. We're going to succeed. This is about your spirit. This is about your spiritual being, your fire. This is your fire being. If ever there's a fire card, that's a fire card. All right, I'm going to draw one from this deck. I will put the decks in the comments, fire people, if you are interested in these decks. But here we are, gracious receptivity. All right, this is about being grateful. This is about graciously taking everything, understanding that, that the abundance in your life and feeling that receptivity and really tuning into that receptivity, being in the flow. You graciously receive, we graciously give, right? All right, so your passions, and you're going to feel this receptivity, you're going to feel it coming in, reciprocity. I'm grateful for abundance in my life. Okay. Then we have what is this? Oracle of the Well, so it's a ambitious one. Let's see, the Oracle. Here we are. Really tune in. This is about tuning in to your third eye. Sacred living, spiritual speaking, and intervention. This is being the change you want to see. This is an intervention in your own life. This is really taking it sacredly. You might be getting oracle, you might be getting wisdom from all different sorts of people, but this is also tuning into your third eye, tuning into your reciprocity and your passions. All right, this is intuitive. There's a lot of intuitive fire element just inside of this. All right, that's fun. Alright, so I'm going to start this reading. It's 5 cards. So we have the first card is for the waning moon, what we're just coming out of. What have we got? As an emotional reunion. Alright, this is so cute. Alright, you can see there's an attraction in the top up here in this card. Alright, but we also see family. But this is reunited with your hopes and dreams, with perhaps childhood dreams. So this is a, your emotional, like really getting back to your childhood. Maybe your friends, family, something from the past love coming back, but reconnecting with your emotions there. Out of this waning moon is what that's come out of this for you. All right, so next we're going to have the dark moon. What have we got going on now? So what's come out of that? What are we going into? What have we got going on? So we had a big moon cycle. One card, these for Aries for June. Oh, I'm going to take both of those. So we have, this is for the, so we go waning, so we go to the dark moon. Alright, it's time to rest your mind. The 4 of arrows. This is mind stuff. This is taking the rest. This is meditating, really focusing on what you want, really thinking, taking your time out to, perhaps even receive the messages. While our monkey mind flows, our intuition, we need to have time. We need to have time to receive the messages that we're actually getting. So this is resting your mind so that you can perhaps listen to your spirit even. Alright, so we can put that together and rest your mind inside of this dark moon. So then we've got the new moon already out. Alright, so we've got a new moon, which is about taking responsibility. So you know what you have built, you know what your passion is about, you know what your drive's about. This is like really taking those things home. Right? You know what you're responsible for. Sometimes if this is feeling like a burden, it's about handing over those responsibilities to somebody else. Right, so this is taking responsibility, though. It's taking responsibility for your passion and your spiritual being and your path in this. So over here, I'm going to put what are we going to put? The waxing moon. So we've got the waxing moon. What's going to build up into this next full moon in June that we're coming into the solstice? Okay, all right, passion again. This is passion and drive. This is like sexual, male, potent passion. Like he is the king, he is the strength. This is like healing, sexually, passion and drive and spiritual being. Like this could be you, this could be somebody else you know, but this is coming in with the waxing moon, going into the full moon. All right, so we wax on, we wane off. I said that wrong in the group the other day, last moon, but here we are. All right, so passionate things. This is very passionate, everything that's going on in here. So this might be a passionate man coming into your life to help fulfill and take responsibility, all those sort of things. But this is also you having this passion and drive. Fire signs, this is very passionate reading for you to follow your actual intuition and feel the greatest like abundance that is coming into your world, and you're reuniting with your childhood and past things that are reconnecting with you. All right, so what have we got coming into the full moon? I am going to do another layer over this. So okay, so we've got power. All right, this is going into the full moon. This is going into the June full moon. All right, so there's a lot of strength and power and passion, and you can see this again. This is, you know, we've actually got the 10, which is the double up of the 5. When you've used your willpower, this is taking this willpower, taking your strength and taking your passion, and really taking on the world. Fire element, this is excellent stuff we've got going on here. Alright, so these are our 5 placements. I'm going to throw another lot over the top. Let's see why. Let's see why. What's a reunion? What's a reunion? I'm going to use the news tarot for this. Ooh, what's the reunion about? It's about inspiration. So this is what you've come out of. You've been inspired out of this full moon with some sort of inspiration, some sort of choice, right? So this is about making your choices, about what you see out there. See what you see out there. All right, and it's making your choices, making decisions in your faith, all right? So this is what your reunion has been about, making decisions in your faith, reconnecting to things in your faith, fire. Okay, so 4 of arrows. What are we doing now in this dark moon? Where has that led to? What is this rest? What do we need to rest our mind from? What do we need to rest our mind for the fire peeps? What do we need to rest for the fire peeps? What do we got? Ooh, that did it again, didn't it? Okay, so for the fire, we've been struggling. All right, we double up again. Look at this. It's double ups. This is a 4. This is the 8. So we've been struggling. You've been struggling with which way to go. You've been struggling with all the different parameters. You've been thinking about, like, this is about, you know, you've been going through all of them. You've got to be careful with the 8 because it is what we manifest. 8, heaven on earth. So you have to pick out of those struggles and list them down is what I actually think you should do when you get to these, is right. But it's actually saying let go of the struggles, let go of the struggles of your mind. Listen to your spirit, because this is all about passion and spirit and drive, all right, and inspiration. All right, so we've already got, this is the dark moon, we've already got the new moon out again. The tower. All right, so this is breaking down to the bare basic foundations of everything. All the bullshit fades away. All of everything that rubble that foundation, and you are left with you. The strength of you and the strength of you, and you know what your responsibility in this is, right? So it's going to break it down, what your responsibilities are. Everything's going to fold away. People are going to fold away. You can see there that somebody jumped and fallen off the tower. All right, but this is a real breaking lightning energy, right? You've got lightning energy, and you know what your responsibility is in this, right? This is inside of this new moon. That's what's coming, all right? For the fire people. All right, the next one is, so where do we go into the waxing moon with this passion? All right, this passionate king. What have we got? What's with the passionate king going into the waxing moon with all of this magical oracle energy, this passion, right? You're in the flow. All right, so this is about abandonment. So you're feeling this passion, you're feeling this drive, and you're taking it on because you perhaps feel alone. You perhaps feel like, you know, you are driven because you don't want to feel this abandonment. This is of the Pentacles. This is about, but this is also, in other terms, this is about endurance. This is about how you only have what you need. You're working that through. So this passion is driven by that. This passion is driven by some sort of, you know, material stability inside of here, and you're sitting outside of it at the moment. All right, there is a certain amount of endurance inside, but this is about, like, you know, bringing on that passion. Right, and the material inside of that. So what have we got going into the full moon with this power position? Oh, all right, one more. After this, I'm going to break it down. So if you're an Aries, you stick around, and then I'm going to do Leo, which you can see in the timestamps, and then I'm going to do Sagittarius, but I'm going to do them with all different decks, all right? So we're going to keep building on top of this for each star sign. Hold on in. All right, so what have we got here? All right, so this this power card that we've got sitting here. This is really about your intellectual abilities. This is really about taking on, and you're going to actually, you know, really put yourself out. This guy, he really is taking on charge. He really is communicating himself. So he knows what he knows. Like on a very intellectual level, this is the Knight of Voices. So he's voicing himself, right? He's actually putting himself out there and really taking the power, and he's going to feed this passion, these two fire and this passion here for you all fire people. All right. So I'm now going to build this up a little. So if you are Aries, stick around. If you are a Leo, as I said, hit the timestamp for Leo. I'm going to do a round of a couple of different decks for you, and then hit the, if you are a Sagittarius, jump on through to Sagittarius, and we'll see what this element builds up for everybody. What have we got now for Aries? All right, for Aries, I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot. What have we got for Aries? So what has this brought out for you? What is this inspired decisions of you, like in your reunion and reconnecting to your childhood? For Aries, it said this, taking on this chariot energy, really taking on the world. This is what's come out of this full moon for you with this waxing, with this waning moon, right? Like you really need to take it on, and you're taking it on with your physical adventure, Aries. All right, that's nice. On top of all of this. So, what have I got? Where did I just put the deck there? All right, so this is what's going on now in your dark moon, when you need to rest your mind because you've been struggling a bit with everything that's going on. All right, what have we got for Aries? Okay, what's going to come out of this full, this is this dark moon for you. All right, this is really thinking about your pentacles. So you're taking this on. This is about thinking about your money. This is thinking about your legacy. This is thinking about what you're involved in on a community level, like all of the things, all of how you build, you know, the rest of your life, all of how you build this and have that happiness at the end of the road of a fulfillment of your material plane, right? How you get that out, and you've been struggling with that. It's now time to rest your mind, Aries, all right? Because you really are inspired and taking this on. Okay, next up, we got, oh, this is sort of, this is the dark moon, so we're moving into the new moon energy. What have we got? Joy, all right, this is celebrating. This is the cups. This is cups, yeah. All right, so this is joy. This is celebrating perhaps with siblings, but this is like, you know, finding the real joy inside of your life. So you're breaking away from responsibility. That's what this is, breaking away from. It's really put at the heart of the matter, and actually, you know, being involved in a community and the joy of what's going on there, Aries. All right, so the next one we've got is going into the waxing. All right, waxing. What are we leading up into this full moon when you're going to full communicate yourself? What's going on to the waxing? Waxing for Aries for this June moon, please. Wax on. Using your strength. Again, passion. This is your passion of your heart. You're using the strength of your heart, regardless of the lack of your material abundance in this, because you really have been thinking about that, Aries, all right? This is where we're sitting here. There's a fire in your belly, and here it is. This, again, this Leo, this strong energy, this Aries. So this is for you, Aries. You know, your strong Aries, your strong heart, all right? And taking that on. All right, this is about the strength of your heart and your passion and your drive, right? And you've got gracious receptivity. Say thank you to the world. Say thank you for the abundance that it's bringing you, all right? Because you're going to take in charge. You're taking charge of your passion and your power and your spiritual path. All right, so this is going into the full moon, Aries. What have we got? Jump. Be the fool. Your spirit's already gone. Just throw yourself into it. Let yourself fall into it. You know it. You're in it. You're inside it. Let yourself roll in it like a child. Really let go. Like express yourself, express your passion, express your power, and let go of the fears of everything. This is inside of that, Aries. This is a real strength of you really letting go and really jumping into this abundance and letting go into the flow. All right, because you can really change your world inside of this moment, Aries. You've really got some driven stuff. All right, I hope that was good, Aries. I haven't been doing readings for a while, so it was nice to do something different for me. I hope that you enjoyed this. I would love you to hit like and subscribe, and I will catch you later, Aries. All right, so next I'm going to do Leo. Leo, what have we got for you? I'm going to use a different deck. I'm going to use the Animal Tarot. So we've come out of, this is our new full, our Leo, this is our coming out of our waning moon. So we're coming out of this waning moon, this big moon that we had, right? And we're reconnecting to this the unity of ourselves, you're coming back to your inner child, right, and reconnecting with how you feel about love, maybe siblings and family, and you've making inspired decisions in here that's coming out of that moon. Oh, all right, so what have we got for Leo coming out of this big moon, leading to now the dark moon? What else came out of it on top, Leo, for you? Oh, all right, Leo, what have we got for you? Okay. Skills. All right, so this is really about honing in on your skills. You know, you've been dedicated to maybe you're reuniting to childhood paths or anything, or something. All right, but this is really about, you making your skills, your inspiration, making decisions that are inspired for you because you really want to climb that mountain, Leo. All right, so what have we been struggling with this dark moon? All right, so we need to rest our mind because we've been struggling into this dark moon. All right, the Three of Pentacles. So we were sort of making our money. This is about being creative with our money. All right, so it may be that the budget's a little bit slim, but it's actually about being creative with your life and actually maybe making things, but being creative with your budget, being creative with your money in here is what this is about. And so right now, this may be that you're actually deciding that money is going this way or that way or different, and you're having to reach for things a little bit, but it's also, getting together. It might be, again, being creative with people. It can be being physically creative in the physical world, right? And there's a bit of a struggle of your mind, but that's right now. So it's time to rest so that you can let the inspiration come through, the passion come through, to be receptive to what the oracle's actually giving you, Leo, right? That's where we're at right now here with this dark moon. All right, so we're going to go into the new moon. All right, so we have responsibility and breaking away from that and really giving away what things aren't yours, perhaps, inside of this. People put burdens on us, or we get constructed and we get held down by our circumstance. That's not in our circumstance. That's lightning energy. Breaking away from this responsibility, perhaps, but knowing what your responsibility is inside of things, right? Because we're talking about the power and taking that power and strength of yourself and vocalizing yourself into the full moon. So with the new moon, Leo, what have we got on top? What are we breaking away? What's the breakaway energy for Leo inside here? For this moon cycle in June moon cycle for Leo. All right, there it is. June moon cycle for Leo. The Eight of Swords. Right, so this is still struggling with the mind. All right, this is still the same struggle, right? You're going to go through this struggle of working out what your responsibility is. This might be social responsibilities that you might want to cut back on. This might be, people are, the different sorts of struggles of what these responsibilities are that you're breaking with. But you're still going to struggle with these just a little bit. So we've got, rest your mind. You need to let the inspired stuff come from your meditative space. We ask questions and then we prattle through in our mind and we keep ourselves occupied so we can't get the answers, right? Inside of here, you're still going to be struggling a little bit because you're inspired. All right, this is still passion energy that you're following in here, Leo. All right, so we have this inspired king, this king that's potent, but we also have this sort of feeling abandoned, or that we have to endure at the moment inside of these circumstances. So what do we got for Leo? This is going into the waxing moon. This is the waxing moon for Leo in this moon cycle. All right, come on. One. Oh, there we are. Oh, grasshopper. It's time to jump. You've been held back by these circumstances. You know that this is time to jump. This is going into the new moon. This is going into this full moon that we're going into. So we've talked new moon, waxing moon here. This is the lead up, all right? You might feel abandoned, but you're really passionate about something, and it's time to take a leap of faith, right? Jump out there, and you know that you need to. You know that there's a different path. You know you need to break away from some of this energy in here, all right? But it's time to make a change, and you're allowed to make a leap of your faith out. Jump, all right? Your heart's already done it. Your spirit's already done it. It's time for you to physically go, yeah, I need to make this jump. All right, so what's going to come for the full moon for the Leo people? All right, this is the first time I've done this reading. I quite like it. All right, Leo people. What have we got? King of Pentacles and Knight of Swords. We're going to communicate. I'm going to put that. We're double communicating ourselves. And the King of Pentacles, this is about the strength. Look at that strength of that guy. Strength and passion and power. We've got a lot going in here. Really communicating yourself, Leo, inside of this. And your passion and your power, and really keeping your voice and saying that you're professional inside of here. And you're driven. You're driven to make long-term things, all right? This guy's a long-term king. He's a long-term success king inside of here, Leo. So that's what's going to come into this full moon, is really digging into it for you, making a leap of faith. There's a lot of voice in here and voicing yourselves by the end. You may be going through a bit of a struggle right now. You may feel that you have got a bit of hard times, but you're working on your skills, and that's what you knew you were doing. And here we are, we're going to verbalize ourselves by this new full moon that we actually sort of do know, and this is a long and steady path for you, Leo. I really hope that helped, Leo, and thank you for being here inside of the moon cycles. And I will catch you on the flip side. Haven't done readings for a while, but here we are, Leo. I hope you like that. Please hit like and subscribe. And I'm going to move on to Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius. Third and final deck. Here we are, Sagittarius. So, we're in a very passionate, gracious receptivity. Like, here we are with the Oracle, Sagittarius. And we know that we're sitting in a place that we feel a little bit abandoned, and we're struggling with our mind a little bit right now in the dark moon. But we came out of like the full moon, this last full moon, with this real like union. We've got a union, and it's about our inspired choices in this, and this reunion of our heart and passions perhaps. Right? We're talking about receiving. All right, so it's time to rest your mind, all right, from your struggle, because you've been struggling with your mental and logical being on how things go, because this is a real spiritual quest you're on here, Sagittarius. And it's breaking away from responsibilities, but we're still chasing our passion, even if we are a little bit struggling, right? Here we are. That's what we got. What have we got? What came out of this full moon in this waning moon for Sagittarius? In the waning moon, I'm going to take you, and you. Waning moon for Sagittarius is the Hangman, right? So, you came out of the Sagittarius, you've got a lot of passion going on, but you feel like you don't know what choice to make. Now, this is a good thing. This is about reflection. This is a healing element, right? So, when we're sitting back here with the Hangman, we can actually get away. We're just looking at our life and looking at what's going on in it from a different angle. So, we're taking a different perspective of what's been going on, right? And we're able to look at it a little bit emotionally detached. We can leave this situation at any time. Our hands are not tied. We can actually leave, right? But this is about taking a little bit of time to reflect on what's going on in your life, what we actually have sitting in there, the Hanged One. All right, so we already have out what's going on now in the darkish moon. The dark moon, the Nine of Swords. You're still working on what you need to be dedicated to, all right? So inside of this, there's still one. There's one, the expression of yourself, right? And we've got 8, which is our challenge of our struggle of our mind, right? So the one we're really talking about, you're being dedicated, taking all of this, and again, we're really talking about letting go of the mental mind here and really honing in what is on the spiritual level to come into you, right? And so letting go, you need to let go of how you be dedicated, right? This is really interesting because this is really talking, Sagittarius, about you having to really still your mental mind so you can actually get the inspiration in. If you're meditating, you need to take time, all right, to not be so busy to listen for the answers, right? And that's what's going on now, right? What are you dedicated to? All right, so what have we got going into this new moon? We've got a lot of breakdown of everything and the responsibilities. What have we got going into the new moon? We have the Queen of Cups. All right, so this is going to be an emotional period for you, Sagittarius, right? This is maybe emotionally reconnecting with yourself and reconnecting, because this is not about any about this is material path. There's a material struggle in here, but it's a lot about the mind and about faith and your spirit and what is actually good for you, because we're breaking away for things that aren't. So this is about your heart. This is about what you love. This is maybe about being a lover of the world, all right? This is about mothering sort of thing and what you're emotionally connected to in the world. All right, Sagittarius. So 2 more to go. Let's see what we've got. So this is going into the waxing moon. What are we actually leading up to? We've got the 5 of Pentacles again. All right, you're feeling this struggle with this. So we're not just feeling the struggle mentally. We're feeling the struggle on our budget too, Sagittarius, when we're looking at this card. All right, have faith, because you need to speak in your passion and your power in here. And this is what this card is saying, all right? You may feel a little bit out and abandoned maybe from the crowd, but this is also about endurance and a show of endurance from you. All right, so we double up on the 5 there, which also makes our 10, which is, so we're sort of still thinking about the outcomes of our long-term reality inside of there when we've got the 10 pentacles sitting on the table just there together, right? All right, so we double up and we actually really are thinking about our long-term goals and our abundance. And if we are struggling and we go through this, we're looking at what our spiritual path is, what our actual path is, like not necessarily just on the physical reality, right? So, but we're also looking at long-term legacy with a 10 on the table. So we come out of here, Sagittarius, with the 5 of Wands and the Knight of Wands. And this is really talking about, you know, verbalizing yourself, verbalizing your passion. You know who you are, you know your strength, you know your responsibility, you know who you are in this, right? And you've broken it down and you're thinking about it now. And there's an emotional connection to why you're doing this. All right, because you are an oracle. There are sacred things. We've got spiritual thinking inside of this. And there's time for an intervention in your life. That's why you're sitting where you are. What else is coming for this full moon for Sagittarius? One more card. There it is. The full moon in June. What have we got? Oh, Page of Cups. Messages of love. The love that you put in is the love that you get out. And you can feel it. You can feel that that comes to your side. So this is really about, you know, you taking chances maybe in the physical realm, and you really have been going through this struggle and what you'd be dedicated to, and it's going to break away, right? Soon you're going to find a breakaway energy inside of all of this for you, Sagittarius. Like, and, you know, there's about passion. This is about passion and receiving. Let yourself receive from the world. All right, and this is going to be receiving. You're going to receive the love back. You're going to put yourself out there and your passion's out there, and you're going to verbalize yourself and be really strong about this is what my passion is, Sagittarius. And then it's all going to come back for you. All right, I really hope that helped. We're off the side of the book board there. But anyway, I really hope that this helped. This is a really different format for me. And I'm going to do the moon cycles again. I love you all, fire people. I hope you have a great day. Catch you, bye.